time. And so there are some points that I would have wanted to respond to that he said that I may not get time for. One, he talked about, sorry for taking you back, he said that the funds constructing these markets are coming from the national government, and so the president has every right to go launching. And then he said that he implied that I was confusing aggregation centers to market structures. And I want to tell Kasim that my mind is very clear. I was talking about market structures, especially in some very rural places. And I know what aggregation centers are. But I wanted to say that our argument is not about where these funds are coming from. Our argument is any funds that go to a devolved function, if they are coming from the national government, the argument that we have is let the national government devolve these funds that it is using. So I think Kasim should get that argument, that we are not saying that the funds that are constructing markets are not coming from the national government. Yes, they are coming from the national government, and therein lies the problem, that these funds should not be held at the national level and then dispensed to, and then spent by the national government at the counties, that the national government should devolve these funds to the county government. Even these aggregation centers, let the national government devolve these funds that they are using, that is using to construct aggregation centers, let these funds be devolved to the county governors so that this construction can then happen and have redevolution, because he says he's a Majimboist. That is the best way to support Majimboism. Then he talked about own source revenue, and I want to assure Kasim that we oversight both the allocation from the national government to counties and own source revenue, which is declared and of course is there within the budgets that the county assemblies pass. And so I wanted to assure him of that. But now talking about, there's a moment I wanted to ask you, are you forgetting I'm here? Because then the debate was just between the professor, between Prof and Kasim. But I'm a very patient person, I can assure you. Kasim has submitted that William Ruto is delivering what he promised. He's saying he promised, universal health care, which is delivering. Kasim, please go and check with the people of Matuga, the facilities in Kwale, where your constituency is. Check how SHA is denying wananchi services, that somebody will incur a bill of about 500,000, SHA tells you it's paying only 35,000 Kenya shillings. And in any case, we didn't have to overhaul, to kill NHIF to bring SHA, that we should have introduced the good things that the president promised, but within NHIF, we didn't have to disband. And we know, so far people know why NHIF had to be disbanded. The interest was 104 billion that was going to go to the system. Otherwise, if it was about service delivery, we would have just introduced these good things about emergency and critical healthcare, primary healthcare into NHIF. And the argument that we need to contribute for those that cannot afford monthly contributions should have just been, we should have just empowered NHIF. Then we have problems with the funding model. Of course, Kasim will want to tell you that we are undergoing teething problems, but we know that we could again have improved on HELD and the university fund to achieve the objectives that this new funding model is supposed to achieve. And then there's no money in people's pockets. But most importantly, Fred, is the question that you have asked. The insecurity of this government, that they feel, this government now feels threatened even by schoolgirls, not even schoolboys, girls, because it's a government that is insecure, because it's a government that knows it has failed in its mandate. It's a government that has violated the rights of Kenyans. And it must be said, Fred, that this government has a problem with children.
Okay.
Because we have seen the abductions and killings of young people, Gen Zs. We have seen now the very shameful thing that the government I mean, the whole machinery of government was in Nakuru just because of a play that Butere Girls was going to play. I mean, it's a problem. It's a government that has problem with children, with young people, and of course we know what happened a few years back with the Langat'a Road Primary School kids when they are part of their playfield had been grabbed and annexed to Western Hotel. And so it's a pattern.
Okay.
So let's talk about the failures.
Because of time.
Let's not be
parting shot, Senator, parting shot, 30 seconds, just a parting shot.
Oh, time has been. All we are saying is maybe we just want to call upon our president that just do the right thing, listen to Kenyans, don't force down projects into Kenyans' throats. I mean, listen, that's why there is, enshrined in the Constitution, we have what we call public participation. Don't give people what you think is right for them. Talk to people, let people tell you what they need. And if you do what people, you give people the services they want, not the services that you think they want, then you'll not have problems. Let people continue enjoying their freedom of expression. And the last group of people that the president should feel threatened by is schoolgirls, not even schoolboys. And let us see our president and his government becoming more friendly to children, because so far the hostility towards children and young people has been very worrying. And if he does that, he has no worries. He will be comfortable.
Let's allow for another 60 seconds for your parting shot.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
That play was not written by schoolgirls. It was written by Malala, who was the former SG of ANC. He's been in ANC. He's been